In the dry heat of an African afternoon, a hunter named Arlen walked through the tall grass, his rifle resting on his shoulder. He'd spent weeks tracking a legendary lion known as Kavi, a huge golden beast with a dark mane and intelligent eyes. Villagers claimed Kavi was dangerous, but Arlen had never seen him harm anyone. Still, the reward for capturing him was high, and Arlen desperately needed the money. As he moved deeper into the savannah, he heard a low groan. It wasn't the roar he expected. It sounded like pain. Curious, he followed the sound and found Kavi lying near a fallen tree, struggling to stand. A long, sharp thorn was stuck deep in the lion's paw, and every attempt to move made him wince. Aren furozu. This was the perfect moment to take the shot. But something in the lion's eyes stopped him. Instead of anger, he saw fear and exhaustion.
Slowly, Arlen put his rifle down and stepped closer. Kavi growled, but it was weak.
Arlen spoke softly, as if talking to an injured friend. After a moment of hesitation, he knelt beside the lion and pulled the thorn out in one swift motion. Kavi let out a sharp roar, then rested his head on the ground. For a long moment, the two stared at each other, man and beast, both understanding that mercy had replaced violence. The next day, Arlen returned to the village empty-handed. He told no one what had happened. People thought he had failed, but he didn't mind. Something profound had changed inside him. Weeks later, while walking near the forest edge, Arlen heard distant growls and screams. A group of wild dogs had surrounded him.
He grabbed a stick, but there were too many.
Just when he thought he wouldn't survive, a thunderous roar shook the air. Kavi charged in, scattering the dogs with his massive strength. Arlen's fear turned into overwhelming relief. The great lion stood between him and the danger, protecting the man who had once saved him. When the threat was gone, Kavi looked at Arlen for a final, long moment, then turned and walked back into the savannah. From that day on, Arlen never hunted lions again. He had learned something far more valuable than a reward. Even the wildest creatures remember kindness. And sometimes, compassion comes back to save you when you least expect it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.